So, before I start, Tasha and I just want to sort of talk a bit about the people that sort of can't be with us here today at the ceremony. Both of Tasha's grandfathers, Arnold and Jeff, who I sadly never got to meet, but who I like to think I'd have got on really well with. Our Manan Emblem, who never got to see us get engaged, but who I know would appreciate the fact that I'd married a woman that was capable of giving a solid clap round the ear. Also, my granddad Taylor, Bob, and Tasha's grandma Lewis, Tonya, they can't be with us because of their age and their health, even though I know they really like to be. We miss all of you, but we know your hearts are here with us, as ours are definitely. So, moving on. It seems like only yesterday that I proposed in Hong Kong. Tasha ran away. My plans and schemes for the occasion, well detailed, very carefully laid out, did not account for the response of, "Not here, there's too many people watching." Still, after some time, that was translated to a yes, and then we were engaged. The next morning, after the first good night's sleep I'd had in days, I woke up at 7:30 to Tasha sat bolt upright in bed holding a notepad containing the complete guest list. A foreshadowing of things to come, I can say. I still reckon, actually though, that we'd have made the best episode of Don't Tell the Bride, if only they'd made a post-Watershed one for violence and bad language. Seriously though, I want to say some thank yous to the people that have been key to all of us and have key to getting us here today. Firstly, to Simon and Marilyn, my new father and mother-in-law, I'd like to say thank you for giving me your daughter's hand in marriage, first of all. Aww. You both always made me feel like part of the family, and yes, that is a good thing. And have made me welcome in your home and in your lives. Thank you so much for all the help and support you've given to get us here today, because without it, we wouldn't be here right now. I promise to do my best by Tasha, always and forever, and to never make you regret the decision to let me become your son. So my mum and dad, thank you for being who you are and for making me who I am. While we haven't lived together as your bog standard family for a few years now, I've always known that you're both there for me when I need you, and that now you'll be there for Tasha too. And I want to say thank you as well to Mike and Lynn for always making me feel like one of your own, and for the love that you give to mum and dad. And I know you have the same love for Tasha as well. I promise to try and be a husband that you can be proud to have raised, and the kind that looks after his wife and puts her first. Okay, to the beautiful bridesmaids, Tasha, and now my sister, the amazing Alexandria, the lovely Siobhan, my wonderful sister Jessica, and the patience of a saint-packing Sarah. I also need to say thank you to Natalie for basically being the wedding coordinator, for all the amazing help you've given, for being the purveyor of wedding knowledge, and for being willing to turn your home into a test kitchen and storage depot. Thank you for being here today, and for all the help that you've given Tasha to get to this point, keeping her calm and collected and worry-free. I know that if I should ever falter and treat Tasha badly, or not be a good husband, then Alex, you will tell me very quickly and loudly what I'm doing wrong and how to sort it out. That you, Shiv, will advise me calmly and caringly on how to adjust my behaviour and think differently about the situation. That you, Jess, will give me a smack in the mouth. Sarah, I can only presume that you would tell Tash to leave me and marry you instead. And Natalie, we quite possibly bang both our heads together. Who glass for that? Thank you to my handsome and manly ushers, my brothers Christian and Jim, who have always made me feel that's exactly what we are, and my dear friend Al, with whom I share many interests, opinions and a sense of humour, and also the bond between two men that know that their other halves are having an affair. With each other. Thank you for all that you've done today and all the help that you've given me, all the support and friendship over the years. I promise to set a good example as the first one of us to get married, to give you lots of good advice and tips, and to point out any pitfalls long before they come into view. Al, we need to talk. To Chris, my best man, brother from another mother, what can I say? Well, firstly, after your speech, I hate you, and it's okay. Secondly, thank you for leaving out all the really bad stuff. And thirdly, please, please, please continue to sit on the really bad stuff. For nearly 10 years now, you've been my wingman, confidant, counsellor, and best friend. There's too much to talk about over the course of our association, and most of it's not repeatable in polite company, so I'm not going to. Thank you for everything that you've done to get me to today. Stag night, pie, booze, threats. I know that if ever I couldn't be there, or if I'm not around, then Natasha could rely on you in the same way that I have done so many times over the years. Totally and with complete confidence. And so last, but in no ways least, we come to my new and beloved wife, Natasha. I can't believe that it was nearly 5 years ago now that you stole my phone number from the student ambassador database. Inviting me out on our first date after seeing me twice and speaking to me once. You suggested that we went to Starbucks, where we chatted for hours over coffee, got to know each other. Afterwards, I offered to make you dinner, not knowing at the time that you were allergic to wheat and garlic, Jewish, and a food critic. It's slightly worrying that you may have only stayed with me initially because I passed that didn't kill me with food test. In fact, I remember bragging, quite proudly actually, to some friends how once you kept me up all night. Of course, in your case, it was because you caught a whiff of someone's garlic mayo and chips on the safety bus and landed me with a 7-hour agonising vigil holding an EpiPen in one hand and a phone dialed to 999. Still, with the magic of 5, 6, 7, 8 from Steps and a couple of beers later at Spam at Morals Bar, that was it, and the rest was history. And I want you to know that I wouldn't trade that history for anything. Except for maybe once in a while, you just do as you're bloody well told.
Usually we get those.
I want you to know how proud I am of who you are and by what you've made of yourself, by all that you've accomplished and all that you've yet still to do. I want you to know how proud I am to be able to call myself your husband and how much that really does mean to me. I want you to know why I popped the question, why I schemed and planned for months on end to do the proposal, why I looked so hard for the perfect ring, and why I wanted to be everything you dreamed of, and why I wanted you to marry me. It's because seeing you today as you are, seeing you walk up the aisle earlier on, only fixed in my mind what I'd come to know for a long time already. I don't want to live my life without you anymore, and that I don't think I could if I tried. And the businesswoman you will understand, if you've reached that point, you might as well go for the tax break. So friends, family, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses for a toast of thanks to all those I've mentioned above, and the most important one of all, to my wife, Natasha.